All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to look in grammar. We're going to look at something called about a present tense verb agreeing with its subject pronoun. And what does that mean? Okay, we have a present tense verb, making sure when it agrees with the subject pronoun, you have to make sure that your verb and your subject sound good together. So let's take a look. It says you add an S to most action verbs when you use pronouns he, she, and it. Okay? So let's just say if I want to use the pronoun it, and I want to say it falls. Notice how I'm saying the word it falls, I'm adding the word S to it. I can say it falls down hard. The reason I'm saying that is that you have to make sure you add an S at the end of falls, because if you don't, it's really not going to make sense. It's going to sound instead, without an S, it's basically going to say it fall down hard. Well, that doesn't make sense. So that's why if you use he, she, or it, you could say he falls down hard, or she falls down hard. But you have to make sure you add an S at the end of that verb. Now, you're not going to add S when you use the present tense verbs, when you use the pronouns I, we, you, or they. So let's think about that falls down hard. What if I say I? Would I say I falls down hard? Would I use that? No, because that doesn't make sense. I would say I fall down hard. Now, Mr. A, you might be asking yourself, Mr. A, why can't, instead of saying I falls down hard, why can't I say I fell, or she fell down hard? Wait, I'm using the word she, but I'm not adding an S on the end of that. I want you to think about that. Look at the word fell. Is that in the present tense? No, it's actually in the past tense. We're talking about words that are in the present or words that are happening right now. So now if we take a look at question number 1, it says choose the correct verb to complete each sentence, write the verb. So number 1, we have that word I. Now, looking at the word I, that's our subject pronoun. We need to go ahead and reference back to right here. When we use the subject pronoun I, we do not add an S. So we look for the one that does not have an S. Well, obviously that is this one. So we'd say I deliver newspapers every day with my brother. Okay? Think about it. If you use the S, this is what it would sound like. I delivers newspapers every day with my brother. That doesn't really make sense. I deliver newspapers every day with my brother. Let's look at number 2. Some days it. Now, we're using the subject pronoun it. So we have to go ahead and reference back up here. If you come back up to this second one right here, there's the word it. We add an S at the end of it. So we look for the one that has the S at the end of it. Well, in this case, it's the word rains. Okay? So, I'm going to add an S. Some days it rains. Notice how it would sound if I didn't have the S. Some days it rains. Well, that doesn't really make sense. We always want to make sure the sentences that we're writing make sense, okay? So now, go ahead and let's try number 3. I'm going to go ahead and read number 3, and you're going to go ahead and fill it in. Then you're going to go ahead and check it with me. Then we get or gets a ride from mom. Think about what the subject pronoun is. It's that word we, because that's a pronoun. Think about which one it goes to. Does it go up to this one? Or does it go to this one? And I want you to go ahead and put down what you think the subject pronoun is, okay? Go ahead and pause this. And when you pause it, go ahead and put down what do you think it is. Okay, the word that you should have put down is get. Then we get a ride from mom. All right. Here's what we're going to do now. You're going to go ahead and do questions number 4, 5, 6. But here's the other thing. You're going to go ahead and circle the subject pronoun, and you're going to go ahead and write the verb that goes with it. So like on number 4, you're going to circle the subject pronoun. We know the subject pronoun is she. How do we know that's the subject pronoun? We have our list of subject pronouns right up here. Okay? You're going to circle the subject pronoun, and then you're going to go ahead and write which one does it go with. Same thing, circle the subject pronoun number 5 and number 6, and then write what verb goes with that subject pronoun. Again, you're going to do 4, 5, and 6. When you're done, just take a look up at the board to see what you're supposed to do. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk later.